along with Joe Dexter. I'm Pete Francis, and we've got a great show for you today. Marc Renelique will be our guest later. And speaking of Marc Renelique, Joe, the basketball team started their season this weekend with 2 home games.
Literally, speaking of Marc Renelique, 25 points on Sunday. Great action. He was a key component of the offense against Northland Baptist Bible College. It struggled early. They struggled early to get a rhythm. Coach Dean Ellis said that they didn't actually have game film of Northland Baptist, and they ran some cut stuff. It was hard for the Northern Michigan offense and defense to pick it up. A lot of fouling. It was just a tough situation, but they pulled out and ended up winning by 30 after they adjusted. And I think that big adjustment has a lot to do with their win on Sunday against University of Minnesota Duluth. A guy like Brian Sikora, preseason All-American in Division II. A tough matchup, but they pulled it out 79-74. And there was a great shot, Raymond McElroy making a buzzer beater. We got the highlights for you coming up right now.
The NMU basketball season started off slow in the first half against Northland Baptist, but they pick it up starting the second. Chris Warner dishes inside to Tyler Kazmarkowski, makes a nice move, puts it off the glass for 2. That was a big bucket. And then it was Raymond McElroy coming in, the freshman, redshirt freshman, stepping up with a pretty touch. Look at this layup. It gave Northern Michigan 2 more points, but it was a play of Marc Renelique that was key. Here's a 3. Gideon up Cowboy. That gave Northland Baptist a win, 66-41. Heading into Saturday's action against the University of Minnesota Duluth, it was yet again the Marc Renelique show. Here he is for 3, puts it up, the bucket is good. And then right here, he's going to drive to the hoop, and 1 for the Wildcats. His big play, 25 points on. His ball handling was also key. He had 0 turnovers in Saturday's matchup against the Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs. Also key on the offensive side, Chris Warner, he had 8 points. Here comes 2 of them from Raymond McElroy. He drives to the hoop, hand in the face, gets the bucket, and 1. The offense kept on going, keeping themselves in the game. But you know what they say about defense. It'll eventually win you ball games, and here it is right here. Kyle Green inside gets the big block. That was 1 of 2 on the day for the Wildcats. The defense was big, but the offense kept on pressing on. Here he is, Marc Renelique, the big 3 to put NMU in the game, tying the game right there. And then it was the big guy, Eric Serene. He's going to give him the lead with this NBA 3. I can't believe it. Serene clinches the 3, 73-70. The Bulldogs wouldn't go down without a fight. Preseason All-American Brian Sikora gets the steal and the bucket, and it was 75-74 Bulldogs. But the Wildcats would pull it away on this shot by Marc Renelique. Here's what Coach Dean Ellis had to say after the game.
The game yesterday had some issues to it, especially the first half, but we played a great second half. And then knowing this team, they played 3 games in Florida in a tough Division II tournament, won 2 of them, and almost beat the number 4 team in the country, Florida Southern. So we knew they were going to be good. You know, they're always well coached. They're a tough, physical, strong team, and you know we battled. You know, right? We had to. I mean, we had to battle for 40 minutes to get ahead and get a chance to win, and you know we did.
We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, Sean Kelly will be here to talk NMU hockey. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Jared Benson. I'm from Kearney, Natal, Michigan, and you're watching Cat Chat.
Welcome back. Joining me now is Sean Kelly to talk some NMU hockey. Sean, the team went on the road this weekend at Bowling Green and dropped both games. What's wrong with the team right now?
Well, you know, the team just isn't scoring. Right now, they're the lowest scoring team in the CCHA with just 18 goals. And the team's sitting at 2-7-1 overall, 1-6-1 in CCHA play, and it's not where you want to be 10 games into the season. The scoring chances have been there, but they're just not finishing their plays. And when they did this past weekend in Bowling Green, Jimmy Spratt, the goaltender, was there to stop them.
So were there any bright spots from this weekend series, and is there anything the team can build on?
Yep, junior goaltender Brian Stewart, he made 89 saves on the weekend. It was only good enough for 1 point, however. But it's something to build on, and the team defense is really coming on strong, especially on the special teams, which you like to see. They've held Bowling Green to 0 power play goals and 13 chances this weekend.
Well, this weekend, Sean, big home series coming up versus Ohio State, excuse me. What do they need to do to get back on track?
Well, they always play well against Big Ten schools, and Northern just needs to capitalize on their power play. Ohio State is ranked last in the nation in their penalty killing, and NMU needs to get on the board early and get the home crowd into the game.
All right, we're going to take another break, and when we come back, Marc Renelique will be joining us. Stay tuned.
I'm Marc Renelique from Montreal, Canada, and big up to Cat Chat. So go check it out on YouTube, everywhere.